Mother Nature has its miracles and boons to embrace the beauty of this planet, whether it is the Rainbow Mountains in China or the city of Venice. Every place is beautiful and unique in its own way. Hey folks, today we'll take you through the top 10 beautiful places around the globe. Stay tuned to the end and enjoy this trip with us. With that being said, let's start with the pink city of Jaipur, India. 16 years after Jaipur's founding in 1727, a Jesuit priest named Jose Tiefenthaler visited the city and fell in love with it. The city, although new, is unquestionably the most magnificent among India's ancient towns, has the grandeur of the modern, with equally vast and lengthy streets, he stated. Centuries later, the walled city of Jaipur mostly lives up to its reputation as a planned metropolis. Its enchanting bazaars proudly bear their heritage. Its perfectly laid out streets are easy to navigate, and the uniform pink hue of the ancient city walls, as well as the grand regal monuments, evoke a flamboyant past. Transport is widely available in the form of scooters, cycle rickshaws, and prepaid taxis. It is best to negotiate the fare of both rickshaws and scooters before hiring one, as they do not usually operate on a meter. It is preferable to organize a taxi through your accommodations for sightseeing. After the tour of the Pink City, let's move ahead to one of the oldest yet most beautiful places to live, Rome. The city, built on 7 hills by the Tiber River, is a treasure mine of monuments, including some of the world's most stunning squares and classical architecture. Rome is considered an art lover's heaven, and it has something to offer practically everyone. Hiking on the high slopes of Janiculum or seeing the city from Piazza Venezia are both options. The Colosseum, St. Peter's Basilica, Vatican City, St. John Lateran Basilica, Spanish Steps, and the Pantheon are among the city's most popular attractions. This beautiful city is best visited between April and June or September and October. Just a reminder that the peak season runs from June to September, with prices rising. Now let's move to another amazing yet beautiful place in Prague, Czech Republic. You can obviously see a large number of spires, but there's so much more to discover. The list of places to visit is endless, ranging from historical landmarks and soaring ancient towers to domed churches. Prague is without a doubt an architectural masterpiece and the most beautiful city on the planet. The magnificent sights and sensations of the city will make you want to return. Prague Castle, Charles Bridge, Vltava River, St. Vitus Cathedral, Prague Zoo, the National Museum, and Old Town Square are all popular tourist attractions. Though summer is the most popular time to visit the city, the environment may be a little hot and humid. Well, spring and fall are the perfect seasons to visit Prague because of the pleasant weather, clear skies, and fewer people. After this fantastic experience in Prague, let's move on to the next place, Cape Town in South Africa. It is one of the most multicultural cities in Africa and is a must-see on any trip to South Africa, and has done the finest job of blending its European background with its African identity. Its greatest draw is the vibrant hue of its lovely buildings. It, like its surroundings, is made up of almost virgin nature. Large hills and extensive greenery can be found, as well as crystal-clear ocean beaches with penguin colonies known as Simonstown and a seal island called Hout Bay. Some of the top vineyards in the country are also very near to the city. Many leaders of the anti-apartheid struggle were born in Cape Town, according to its history. In fact, it was this city that Nelson Mandela delivered the speech that signaled the start of a new era for the country. As this trip to Cape Town has ended, now move ahead to this European city, Lisbon. It is regarded as one of the world's most beautiful cities, situated on a series of hills that lead down to the majestic Tagus River. Beautiful, surprising views may be discovered at every turn down its colorful scenic streets, particularly at carefully positioned viewpoints or terraces at the summit of each hill. The city has an unpolished central aspect, an effortless beauty with intriguing details such as cobblestone designs, tiled facades, and pastel-colored buildings merging together to give it a unique vibe that many other cities have lost. It's no surprise that many of the world's great explorers wondered what other wonders lay beyond the horizon when they left here in the 15th century. Let's speed up the thrill and move towards one of the most beautiful places to live, Paris, the capital of France. Paris has an unrivaled, wonderful atmosphere. Tourists come from all over to see the city's iconic architectural marvels, historic palaces, cathedrals, museums, and galleries. That isn't everything. A visit to Paris would be incomplete without a stroll through the charming cobblestone alleys and expansive manicured gardens. This is also a safe sanctuary for consumers. And of course, one of the main attractions is the cuisine. With so much to see and do, it is the most popular and romantic location. Will you agree that Paris is one of the most famous and attractive cities in the world? The Eiffel Tower, Notre Dame Cathedral, Musée du Louvre, Palais Garnier, Opéra National de Paris, Seine River Cruises, and Luxembourg Gardens are all popular tourist sites. The months of April to June and September to October are great for organizing a trip to this magical place. Summers and winters can have harsh climate conditions, making travel difficult. Moving on to the next, one of the most beautiful places on the list, St. Petersburg, Russia. Russia, known as the Venice of the North because of its canals and more than 300 bridges, pampers the opulent palaces endowed by the Tsar's empire. St. Petersburg is one of the most attractive cities in the world thanks to its architecture, but there's a lot more to it. This former Russian capital, whose streets and squares witness some of the most terrible chapters of its history, is an open-air museum that is shrouded by snow during the winter months. The vibrant colors of its cathedrals, castles, and structures stand out on their own. The Hermitage Museum displays some of the world's best works of art and allows tourists to tour some of the Romanov Palace's corridors. After this royal visit to St. Petersburg, now get transported to this beautiful city in Asia, Kyoto, Japan. Kyoto, Japan. This old Japanese capital combines the charm of a traditional city where residents still wear kimonos with much more modern neighborhoods. It's one of the few Japanese cities that were not bombed during World War II, therefore its architecture and heritage are largely intact. It is located on the island of Honshu and is considered Japan's cultural and film center. More than 1,600 Buddhist temples, 400 Shinto shrines, old royal residences, film studios, and over 200 gardens regarded as the most beautiful in the nation due to the diversity of its flora may be found here. After the divine trip to Japan, now let's take a round in this European city, Dubrovnik, Croatia. It was among the cities that suffered the most as a result of the Balkan War, and it was brutally attacked. Despite the wounds, this European city has been able to reclaim its old beauty. This medieval city, known as the Pearl of the Adriatic, is surrounded by a wall and is notable for its importance in the arts and sciences. Within it, we find an ochre-colored city with a distinct ambiance that combines tradition and art. Knights, fishermen, looters, kings, and merchants once walked its streets. Many of the original craftsmen's homes have been turned into galleries, workshops, or small businesses. The magnificence of this city has inspired television shows such as Game of Thrones, which has used it as a set during its several seasons. Even without the television series, this is among the most beautiful cities in the world. Here comes the last, but the most beautiful place to live on Earth, the city on water, Venice, Italy. The city of the streams is made up of over 100 tiny islands connected by over 400 bridges. Its main allure stems from the fact that it is a pedestrian city with only the boats that cross its channels permitted. This is why Venice is known as one of Europe's most charming and unique towns. Many artists have influenced it. There is a Venetian school of painting, and specimens may be found in numerous museums across the world. Its Renaissance architecture, as well as the Plaza de San Marcos, are two of the most notable features. There are some of the most famous Italian cafes and restaurants among travelers. It was also a vital foundation for Italian music. Not only was Vivaldi born here, but it also possesses one of the world's most famous opera houses. Well, here we can end our beautiful trip to the most beautiful places in the world. I hope you enjoyed our content. Make sure you hit the like button, and also share your thoughts and opinions in the comments section below. Subscribe to the channel to get our videos regularly, and don't forget to click the bell icon to never miss an update. We'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace.